I learned how to fly, but I did.
Oh, I was kidding, actually.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
The Air Force taught me how to fly, which was pretty cool. What's funny is this, for me at least, and for many people who are pilots, once you learn how to fly, that's when you fall out of love with flying.
Really?
Because flying is a pain in the ass. Imagine driving in the sky, and that's essentially what flying is.
But you don't have LA traffic.
That is true. But you do have more damaging effects if you run out of gas.
That's that's true. That's true, right? Like the air conditioner not working is the least of your concerns at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's just a pain. I mean, you got to worry about airspeed. You got to worry about those fuel smells. Like one of the things that it's really hard for me to shake is how much you smell jet fuel, and it's such a pain in the ass. Once you fall out of love with flying, smelling the fuel smell in an airline is a total turnoff. But to answer your question, I learned how to fly, learned I didn't love flying, and then the Air Force cross-trained me into something called space and missiles. And it was in space and missiles that I learned about satellite operations and nuclear missile operations, and ultimately ended up being a nuclear missile officer.
Okay, so and is that when you fell out of love with nuclear missiles?
I mean, I fell out of love with nuclear weapons a long time ago. But it was a pragmatic solution to having to serve my time for the United States. And I mean, I had a fantastic military career, even though I was doing something underground with like a key around my neck that could destroy the world.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those best of bad situations. I wasn't as bad off as some people.
Tell me about that job, because when you hear about those NORAD guys, were you one of those NORAD guys that's like looking at or is that a different job?
It is. I mean, this is what's funny about how people perceive nuclear weapons and how people perceive the federal government, really, and all the military and federal government jobs. Media does it wrong because media has to make it look dramatic. But what the government actually wants of its military and its intelligence services is the exact opposite. They want no drama.
So fresh, so new. Freedom!